What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is why you should never mess with the god of a tomb of an unknown soldier. Now, I'm keen for this one.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting. I'm really excited to see not excited, that's kind of the wrong word, but I'm interested to know, what happens to people that if they, step the mark or, if they interfere during the change. And also what training they go through, if they go through
Very true.
If
it shows us that, again, we haven't seen this video. What I think this was, because it's kind of like a why you should never. It's not, because people have suggested us to do a compilation of people being disrespectful just to see the reactions and stuff like that and how seriously they take it, which I think is a great idea, by the way. And we're all super keen for that video as well, aren't we? So if you guys want to see that, let us know in the comments. Now, it kind of looks like that from the start, but I've got a feeling this is going to be
more informational
about them, I guess. I may be wrong, it may be that. If it is, smash the like button and subscribe button anyway. But let's get straight into it. Again, this is the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. There won't be any more, which is awesome. Yeah. Because people can be DNAs, but it's such a respectful and such an awesome thing, isn't it? Yeah,
definitely.
The fact they respect it, and it just puts the military people who was lost, who unfortunately wasn't named or whatever, is guarded, which I absolutely love. Smash the like button, guys, smash the subscribe button, and let's check out why you should never mess with the guard of a tomb of an unknown soldier. What we got?
If requested that officers remain behind the chains and rails.
Get behind the rail! The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is one of the most continuously guarded monuments in the world. It's patrolled 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, regardless of the weather, by an elite regiment of soldiers known as Sentinels. These Sentinels are...
So going off that front bit, they do interrupt the whole changing of the guard to shout at them.
Yeah.
Are highly trained specialists in superb physical condition, ready at a moment's notice to defend the honor of fallen war heroes. So what makes the old guard of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier so feared and respected? And what happens when people push the boundaries and try to mess with one of the guards? Let's find out. The Old Guard is essentially ceremonial special forces, and despite their seemingly mundane job, they represent the very best of the best the Army can offer. It's so elite that less than 20% of all volunteers are accepted for training, and of those, only a fraction pass training to become fully fledged Tomb Guards. In fact, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier Guard Identification Badge is the third least awarded badge in the entire United States Army, behind military horseman ID badges and astronaut badges. To become a Tomb Guard, an Old Guard soldier must volunteer by applying for appointment to the tomb through the Sergeant of the Guard. To be considered for an appointment, the soldier must be highly motivated and disciplined, and possess a strong military bearing and soldierly appearance. If appointed, the soldier is assigned to the tomb for an initial 2-week training period. Upon reporting to a relief, the trainee is assigned a Tomb Guard trainer. The trainer informs the trainee of what is expected of them, including following strict rules, training guidelines, and the need for complete dedication and commitment to the tomb. The training cycle is intense, consisting of a series of 5 exhaustive tests over 6 to 12 months. These tests focus on ceremonial performance, uniform preparation, and knowledge. If the trainee completes the training cycle and passes the tests, they are able to flawlessly conduct 7 different types of ceremonies, meet the highest standards of uniform preparation, and recite 35 pages of information without error. If the trainee fails any
35.
I've got a worst memory ever.
That's impressive. That is ridiculously impressive.
I thought people can recite 35 pages of information.
That's so impressive. And I didn't realise there were 7 different ceremonies.
Yeah, I didn't either.
That's something which is quite interesting, isn't it? The fact we've seen one of them, it'd be quite interesting to see if there's other ones and how different they actually are.
Yeah, definitely. I think
so let us know in the comments if there's any videos you want us to check out on that, because that is pretty awesome. But it's just, again, the training process, 20% only get accepted for training. Got to have a military background. And what we were saying about the 5 exhaustive tests, that's over a 6-7 month period.
So I think you go 6 to 12, didn't
6 to 12, sorry, not 7.
Yeah.
So it's
you don't even find out until a year later after you've...
To train someone up and pick them, it takes over a year per person.
But imagine if you didn't like any of those ones, they didn't work out. I think 12 months later, you've wasted a year.
Yeah.
And you still got no one.
That's just how selective and how dedicated you have to be, and it's fair play.
Yeah.
It's for an awesome cause, and it's just utmost respect again, isn't it?
test, they are assigned back to their company. The successful trainee is awarded the Tomb Guard Identification Badge and will be from then on referred to as a Tomb Guard or badge holder by their fellow Sentinels. Demonstrating how serious a role this is considered to be, the Tomb Guard Identification Badge is the only military badge that can be revoked for any action that brings disrespect to the tomb.
Wow.
The Unknown Soldier. On the 11th of November 1921, the remains of an unknown American soldier were returned from the battlefields of France. Unidentified remains weren't uncommon during World War I, and without DNA profiling or reliable ways to match the list of missing soldiers with the discovered corpses, many bodies were simply marked as unknown. For this reason, the U.S. government approved the construction of a memorial in the Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia, United States. This would be the final resting place of the returned unknown soldier, and would serve as a monument to all deceased military personnel who were either lost or the remains never identified. The remains of the unknown soldier were interred beneath a 3-level white marble tomb covered in a stone slab. Intricate carvings decorate the sides, including wreaths and figures representing peace, victory, and valor. The rear of the sarcophagus includes an inscription which reads, "Here rests in honored glory an American soldier known but to God." Why you shouldn't mess with a tomb guard. While the role of the Sentinel is mostly ceremonial, there are some things you just don't do when visiting the tomb of the unknown soldier. The old guards will appear strong and silent, that is, until you break one of their rules. Cross over the barrier into the plaza and you'll probably hear this.
It is requested that all visitors remain behind the chains and rails at all times. Remain behind the chains and rails. Behind the chains and rails.
Respect and silence is
Yeah, they like cocked
They
his
get their
gun
guns
then.
out there.
I
Yeah, but
mean-
you never know, do you? That's the thing.
You never know, but I mean, just how oblivious do you have to be? That woman in the first clip.
She didn't even. She looked back like, "Where's the chain and rail?" Like, are you?
How oblivious do you have to be to, in that situation, walk past it? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
surely you must get the vibe that, yeah,
No one else is doing that. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that.
I ain't going to pass this rail while a ceremony's going on. And so you're meant to
Yeah,
respect this
bizarre.
thing. And I don't get why people are disrespectful of this.
Yeah.
Like, these people have died so we can be free.
Yeah.
Like, it's mind-blowing
So
to
obviously
me.
the changing of the guard is like a once a day thing.
No, it's constant.
Oh, it's non-stop.
That hasn't been stopped since the day when they put it in. That's been 24/7. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so it's 24 hours a day. It's constantly changed.
Yeah, so they do that constantly. New people come in, I believe. But that whole process, they just keep doing.
Oh, so no one actually stands there for a certain amount of time. They just keep changing them.
I think they may do the routine a few times before they actually change the
Right.
guard. Yes, I get what you mean. You mean changing the guards over.
Yeah, I mean, like, so they change the guard over.
Yeah.
So then, do they not stand there on guard for like?
I think
Couple of hours?
I think they keep doing ceremonies.
Okay.
I think. Please let me know in the comments because
So there's the point where I was getting was after the ceremony. Then so I was thinking that maybe the guard just stands and then stands for a few hours and
then you could chat a little bit.
and then are you allowed to then go?
No, I don't think you're allowed
Through the
past
barriers?
them.
No.
That's actually a really good point because when it said about it's been guarded for 24/7, I've always kind of.
I get that there's a guard there for 24/7.
Yeah.
But they're not going to constantly they haven't got enough soldiers to just keep constantly changing every
I
1
agree with
minute.
you on that. I
It's-
don't think it's changed over time, but I think they're always doing a routine.
So they're always
back and
walking
forth.
backwards and forwards.
But maybe not. I don't know. Please let us know because that hasn't really been clarified, has it?
No, because I
previous
can't imagine
video.
they change one soldier, then change another, then again for 24
I'm with
hours.
you on that.
That's-
I'm pretty sure it'll be shift work. So
For like a few hours, you'll
one
be
set, a
pacing
couple
backwards
hours.
and forwards.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if it has been told us before. We do apologise.
So I'm guessing that you're never allowed past the railings.
Oh,
But I'm
I assume
guessing
not, out of
once
respect.
the ceremony's done, you're allowed to chat amongst yourselves
I don't know.
with it. But then I feel
don't
like
think you
silence
do.
and respect. I think you're not
Yeah,
supposed to.
I think as soon as you get in that area, it's just silent because you're respectful. It's like if you go to a graveyard,
You don't talk and
you're not there having a laugh with your mate, or you
No.
may have the odd word and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but you're not screaming, you're not having a
No.
laugh. You're being respectful, aren't you? So
Yeah.
I think that's the case. But it would be interesting to know if, like you said, if they do stand there for like 20 minutes, nothing. or if it's just constant doing the ceremony, walking back and forth.
I can't imagine it's a ceremony constant.
It's definitely not the changing. No. It's definitely not changing every 20 minutes.
I reckon they do pace back and forth because otherwise it's a long time to stand there and for like.
And that's probably the 7 routines, isn't it? They probably do 1 to 7 and then change the guard or something like that. Let us know in the comments. It'd be super interesting to know that, wouldn't it?
Required at all times. If you're being loud, rude, and obnoxious, you'll likely get this response.
Remain standing for this ceremony.
It is requested that everyone maintains a level of silence and respect.
It is requested that everyone maintain an atmosphere of silence and respect at all times.
These sentinels are very similar to the Queen's Guard at Buckingham Palace. However, they aren't trained to remain still at all times. Get too close and the sentinels will gladly point their
I don't know if they've ever seen that video of that little kid being trampled on.
I think they will, because I think it was an American kid, wasn't it?
I think they've come on holiday, and like the London guards are walking. Obviously, they're not supposed to break out of character, regardless of who's in front of them. And they just stepped on the kid and like kicked the kid on the floor.
That was quite controversial because people were saying you shouldn't have done that. But then other people
but then it was like, well, their parents should have had them. They can't break character. They don't know that kid could have been a threat.
Well, it's not even a threat thing. Like, I don't think here it's a threat thing.
No,
I think it's a respect thing.
Yeah,
like because someone chatting isn't a threat. You know.
Whereas
what I mean?
The Queen's Guards, it was different. I think because they were just walking around.
Yeah, I don't think that's a threat either. I think it's just they're there
to do the job. Their job is to protect the Queen.
But let us know what you guys think about it. There was a lot of controversy. I don't really have an opinion on it. I can see both sides of the argument, I guess. But let us know your opinion on that in the comments.
It's a good
14
video.
Rifles straight at you. They aren't messing about. Day in the life of a tomb guard. The Old Guard is made up of 3 tomb squads or reliefs, numbered 1st through to 3rd. Unlike traditional army units, tomb reliefs are organized based on height, so that the tomb guards are similar in size during the changing of the guard. The 3 reliefs are on.
So pretty much, you wouldn't have anyone because you'd be smaller than everyone else. Sorry.
I was not even expecting that.
What were you going to say?
I was just going to say they look like different heights.
Yeah,
and then you just came out of nowhere and attacked me.
I imagine you can't get Bob on though. Sometimes you struggle to get Bob on. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Imagine being born and not being able to. Imagine picking on someone for something they cannot change.
Should have eaten more Weetabix.
I hate Weetabix.
On duty, utilizing 24-hour rotating shifts. A tomb guard's day begins at 5 a.m. with arrival at the tomb quarters 1 for duty. The tomb guards will inspect the quarters, prepare their uniforms, review orders, and receive their duty assignments for the coming day. At 6:30 a.m., the tomb guards inspect the trainees' readiness and uniforms. If a trainee meets relevant standards, the tomb guard may allow them to walk the first morning guard change known as bolo at 7 a.m. The evening bolo will be the final change and walk of the day. During the hours of the day, the Arlington National Cemetery is open to visitors. The tomb guards will perform several changing of the guard and wreath-laying ceremonies and walking the mat. During summer hours, the changing of the guard ceremony takes place every half hour, and during winter hours, every hour. Although all walks...
So every half hour of a change of a guard, which is actually a lot sooner than I expected.
So it's probably so visitors can see it.
Yeah, every hour in the winter, because obviously less visitors, it makes sense. But that always, it indicated to me they're always walking the mat.
Yeah.
When they're not doing that.
Moving.
Are important. The most coveted walk for a tomb guard is the midday noon moon walk. During the same time, the trainees perform mirror time, conduct uniform preparation, study knowledge, check in wreaths, and alert the tomb guards of the next changing of the guard.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
While guarding the tomb, sentinels do not display rank insignia. This is done so as not to outrank the unknown soldier, whatever their rank may have been. The tomb is guarded 24 hours a day and 365 days a year. So after the evening bolo, no ceremonial changes and walks in battle dress uniforms are performed until the next morning's bolo. Guarding the tomb. In March 1926, the U.S. decided to post a permanent guard over the tomb of the unknown soldier. Soldiers from the nearby Fort Myers, members of the 3rd Cavalry Regiment, nicknamed the Brave Rifles, were first assigned to guard the tomb. At first, they were enlisted only during daylight hours and served just to discourage visitors to climb on or disrespect the monument. By 1937, guarding the tomb became a round-the-clock job, and on April 6, 1948, the 3rd U.S. Infantry Regiment, known as the Old Guard, was designated as the Army's official ceremonial unit, tasked with guarding the tomb of the unknown soldier. Old Guard Myths. The Tomb Guard Sentinel.
So there you go. That gave us the answer to our question. We do this a lot on the channel. We preempt things that are going to come in video accidentally, don't we?
I didn't know that was going to come up though.
I didn't either. I did not expect that. But was it 1938 or 36? I think it was 38.
38, I think.
I think it was 38. It's literally been guarded 24/7 since then. That is an incredible
I'd be interested
time.
to see how it's guarded at night.
I mean, it's just
'Cause
for walking back and forth.
Does he still need to do that?
Yeah, I think so. It looks like it from the clips, but I don't think they just stand there. Again, please let us know in the comments, but from what I've interpreted from that is they're walking back and forth.
It's probably, yeah, for them as well to be...
Yeah, it's probably easier to walk back and forth than stand still for that time.
And also they said about that in the daylight hours when there's visitors, that's the only time they do uniformed
They do the ceremonies in the daytime.
So in the nighttime, obviously, there's nobody there.
Yeah, so they don't do the change in the guard.
So they don't need to wear their uniform?
No, I think they'll wear the uniform. I just don't think they do any ceremonies.
Okay.
Again, please let us know in the comments, but I kind of what I've interpreted from that.
Sentinels have a bit of an intimidating reputation, and it's all thanks to some pretty fantastic urban myths that have surrounded the Old Guard for decades. Fortunately, we're here to separate fact from fiction. According to one urban legend, Sentinels live for 2 years in a barracks under the tomb and are not allowed to swear, watch television, or drink alcohol for the rest of their lives.
Wow.
Fortunately, this is completely false,
I'm
and
gonna
members
say.
of the Old Guard are allowed to indulge in the occasional off-duty vice. And finally, it was once rumored that during Hurricane Isabel in 2003, the Tomb Sentinels refused orders to abandon their post, despite the inclement weather, and perished in the storm. While it's a cool story, it's also bogus. While the tomb requires 24/7 guarding, contingencies are in place in case of lightning, high winds, or torrential conditions. What do you think of the guards? Let us know in the comments below.
I'd like to
Leave
know
a like
what
if you
is,
enjoyed it, and don't forget to
what is in
subscribe
place
to the
then? Is it watched by cameras, CCTV probably?
If anyone knows, let us know.
Because
contingencies
clearly
are there?
nobody's outside then. If
Yeah, if it's dangerous, you don't want to be out there. So let us know in the comments. That's a good question. I like that. 'cause
I'm a genius.
Now I'm interested in that as well.
I know.
Let us know in the comments if there's any videos.
It's usually how it works. I say things.
Yeah, sometimes.
He listens.
Sometimes. Smash the like button if you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that. Did you?
Yeah, it was good.
Definitely learn a lot
I want
more.
to check out the ones. I want to see
A
them.
compilation
I
of
wanna
the
see
fails
them.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, definitely. Smash the like button. Let us know if you want to see that. Let's say 3k likes on this.
Yeah.
3,000 likes on this, and we'll get link a video in the description. We'd seriously appreciate that.
Yeah.
But we'll get that recorded and put out. Smash the like button,
definitely.
guys. Smash the subscribe button, and have a fantastic day. Peace.